I really like this project. I really like this project. It has some incredible features, the like of which I don't think are in any other cryptocurrency project, certainly not any that I've come across, including an incredibly secure and easy to use ID system that allows you to secure your crypto assets and your data on the blockchain in a way that is secure, safe, and can't be tampered with. The other thing that's really great about this project is most people don't know about it. It is still early. And in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of this project so you can begin to see for yourself, is this the sort of thing that you want to get involved in before the crowd rushes in? Please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, upvote, and comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, come over to BitTube on library.tv and also on odyssey.com. Join my official Telegram announcements channel, and please do follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT.
You say you have nothing to hide. But online privacy is not about hiding. It's about protecting. The things you buy, the searches you make, the articles you read, the websites you visit. It's your digital identity. It's you. Your data is valuable on the internet. It can be collected, analyzed, sold, or stolen. Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Now, listed in CoinMarketCap in November 2018, it had an all-time low of about 2 cents. I've been covering this since June 2018, and currently at time of recording, the price is $2.85. Now, please bear in mind, it may have changed quite a bit by the time this video goes out because I'm recording this a few days before I post it. And just looking at here, it just keeps bouncing off the 9-day EMA, just bouncing off in this upward trajectory. And the amount of interest in this project is growing and growing and growing. And I think partly it has something to do with Pirate Chain, which is also launched around about the same time as this project and is also part of the Komodo ecosystem. And perhaps many people, seeing what's happened to Pirate Chain recently, are looking around for other projects where they can duplicate that sort of return. This project isn't another Pirate Chain. It isn't another currency or a privacy coin like Pirate Chain is. It is that, and it's a whole lot more. This is a platform protocol. Now, a few features about it is that there was no pre-mine, no ICO, no fundraise. There's no company or organization behind it, fair launch, no dev fund, nothing like that. And it's incredibly decentralized because you can mine it and stake it on a CPU as efficiently as you can on a GPU or FPGA, which are just more powerful types of computers for running cryptocurrency algorithms. It's also ASIC resistant. Now, when I first came across this project, I started by mining it on my little old laptop. This was June 2018, and pretty much anybody could do that. And it's been that way ever since. It is also resistant to 51% attacks because it uses Komodo's delayed proof of work. But in addition, it's a hybrid proof of work, proof of stake coin. So in order to do a 51% attack on this one, you'd have to have 51% of the mining capacity, 51% of the coins that are staked, plus 51% of the computing power of Komodo, plus 51% of the computing power of Bitcoin. Forget it. It ain't happening. Now, if you're a regular subscriber to my channel and you watch my videos regularly, thank you very much. Please click the notification bell. If you're not a regular subscriber and you don't watch my videos regularly, or you do watch my videos regularly, please do subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. And make a comment. Give me the ticker symbol for this project or any other project as a comment. All those comments and the likes really help my channel grow. It supports me to fight the shadow ban that my channel has been suffering or enduring since June 2019. Anyway, you may have guessed that I'm talking about veruscoin, VRSC. And if you wanted to get veruscoin, you can get it on these exchanges: Whitebit, Stex, SafeTrade, GraviX, Bithumb Global, and Atomic Dex. Now, it's a very simple, beautiful, easy to use website which is chock full of information about what Verus does and is capable of. But what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you an overview of the entire Verus ecosystem. Now, I'm going to do that by reference to this graphic display. I don't know who designed it, but it's really clear. It'd be someone from the community because this is a volunteer-run project. And this graphic gives an overview of what is in the Verus ecosystem. So let's start with Verus IDs. A Verus ID is a self-sovereign, decentralized identity that is available now on mainnet. It gives an abundance of features to enable truth and privacy for all. So it's self-sovereign, so I own it, and it's decentralized. So there's no single point where it's registered. It's all over the blockchain. Now, my Verus ID, by the way, is crypto-rich at, and that's how the ID starts off with. So you could send me veruscoin to crypto-rich at, instead of having to use a really, really long series of characters and letters that is typical of blockchain addresses. Now, you can send me KMD to crypto-rich at, because the address that veruscoin uses are the same as Komodo uses, although veruscoin does also have Z addresses as an optional for privacy. Komodo no longer has Z addresses. But my ID, crypto-rich at, represents a namespace on the Verus blockchain, and that namespace has tied to it a whole bunch of features. Now, it says here an identity cannot be truly decentralized unless you register your identity directly onto a blockchain, and you have the ability to freeze it and all of its assets if circumstances change. So being registered on the blockchain means that it's decentralized, and that I can freeze the assets means that I have full ownership of it. I don't share it with anybody else. I have the private keys. A Verus ID can sign and verify data, files, and other IDs to build a network of trust. Attestations by duly authorized entities give credibility to an ID. Now, one of the things about the Verus ID is I control how much data I share, with whom, and when, so that I'm not subject to anybody else's intrusions into my private space, into my data. I own the data. Now, the Verus ID comes with 3 authorities, and you can think of an authority as a bundle of specific powers. So the main ID has the primary authority, which allows you to receive deposits, spend funds, sign, stake, modify ID information, lock and unlock your assets. Now, the lock feature can be time sensitive, so you can lock your assets for a day, several weeks, 6 months, a year. It's entirely up to you. The other type of authority is the revocation authority, which is typically assigned to another ID. So I might have crypto-rich at, and then the revocation authority might be crypto-rich 2 at, or I don't know, something else, right? The revocation authority revokes the primary authority. So it prevents crypto-rich at from spending or receiving funds, staking and signing. Now, I could do it that crypto-rich at is my authority, is my main authority, and my wife's has the revocation authority, which means that she could stop me from sending or receiving funds. Now, she can change permissions on my main ID. I can't change it on her revocation ID. And finally, there's the recovery authority. And after that's assigned to an ID, the recovery authority can be used to recover a revoked primary authority, assigning it to a new address. And the recovery authority can also change the recovery authority. So let's say my wife has the recovery authority for my main ID, and then by some terrible mishap, my private keys are stolen or lost. Now, what she can do is revoke the primary authority and prevent me from spending or doing much of anything, which in this instance would be whoever's got hold of my private keys. And then she can recover the primary authority from crypto-rich at and give it to another address. Now, the crypto-rich at and then the easy to use read names won't change. It's the addresses that are associated with that. So what my wife will do in that instance is effectively swap the addresses that control crypto-rich at, and the compromised private key that's been stolen becomes useless, and crypto-rich at becomes fully functional with new addresses and new private keys. So put another way, you send me some Verus or some KMD to crypto-rich at, and it goes into a particular address beginning with R, because that's what KMD and veruscoin addresses begin with. However, let's say the private key gets compromised to that address, then my wife and I can use the revocation ID to stop funds being spent from that stolen private key's public address. And then my wife and I can use the recovery ID to transfer the funds from that public address into another public address where the private key hasn't been compromised. Now, with the locking feature, this becomes an incredibly secure way of securing your assets, because it could be like, okay, you could have a locking feature that no assets can be moved within a week. So it doesn't matter if the private key gets compromised, because they can't do anything about it, because the assets are locked for up to a week, which would then give me and my wife enough time to transfer those funds into another address using the revoking ID and then the recovery ID. And those can be really, really simple terms. Verus IDs can be multi-sig, so more than one party has to authorize any spend transactions on the blockchain. An ID's one-time creation fee is rewarded to the miners and stakers on the network, and then also a referral fee can be nominated to an ID as part of a referral system. These IDs are very easily transferable to other parties, so they can be left to somebody else in a will, for example. Verus ID is a store of value for your data. Data can be proven and verified in a zero-trust manner, so you take back control of your information sharing. Now, if that wasn't fabulous enough, it gets even more interesting with Verus currencies. So Verus IDs can launch their own tokens, currencies, and fractional reserve currencies with a simple blockchain transaction. The assets will inherit Verus ID's credence, so they can be verified cryptographically as being produced from the ID. So I could, for example, produce crypto-rich coins that are all connected to my crypto-rich at ID. That way, anybody who knows that this is the real crypto-rich coin, not some pretender crypto-rich coin. Now, of course, you can transfer coins and tokens publicly to other wallets, liquidity pools, and blockchains. All transactions to this address are visible on the blockchain. You can also optionally transfer coins and messages privately to other wallets using enhanced zero-knowledge transactions. Now, a lot of the features of veruscoin are live yet, but it still is on testnet. It hasn't launched mainnet. Mainnet is coming soon. How soon? I don't know, but it's coming soon. And one of the things that's going to be in mainnet, which I'm very interested in, is veruswallet. This is a locking mechanism that allows you to create virtually theft-proof security for your funds and workflow. Now, when a Verus ID is locked, it can't spend, but it can still receive, hold, and stake funds. It can also be used for signing, and that means that any assets are completely secure, even if someone does get the private key, because it's locked in a vault. Then there's VDXF, an interoperable system for defining data types, which allows the retrieval of data from centralized or decentralized sources that can be proven to be inherited from the ID. For example, and here you've got the name here, verus /ID name.verus at namespace key name content protocol qualifier 1, qualifier 2. What this bit allows for data retrieval. It allows you to prove ownership of particular data that's held on centralized databases. Now, an ID can allow you to launch a public blockchain as a service, which is a fully merged, mineable, independent blockchain that inherits the security of the Verus main blockchain and has full interoperability within the whole Verus ecosystem. It's a fractal rail to provide stability. Now, merge mining is the ability to mine more than one coin at the same time. So you may be mining 2 hashes, producing 2 different currencies. So this would be with veruscoin and with crypto-rich coin being mined at the same time using the same amount of electricity. That's the sort of thing that veruscoin allows for. Now, veruscoin also allows for reserve currencies, which means that the currencies that you create on it are backed by the Verus currencies. There's going to be the ability to transfer funds from other blockchains onto the Verus blockchain. So like you have wrapped BTC and wrapped Ethereum, you'll be able to have vBTC and vETH, which can move about on the Verus blockchain for much lower transaction fees, and then migrate back onto their own respective blockchains should you wish to do so. But it would be possible to take BTC, convert it to vBTC, and keep it in your Verus wallet so it's completely secure with the added security of the revocation authority and the recovery authority. Now, this is just a brief overview of the Verus ID ecosystem. There is so much more depth to this project. I do invite you to check out my videos that I've done on it. Go join the Telegram group, go join the Discord group. I am going to be getting myself some more Verus, but that doesn't mean you should. I am grateful that I got in on this project before it goes mainstream. It's still early days. Mainnet's coming soon. Do check it out. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye. This is free. This trading app integrates with over 20 of the top exchanges. You get professional charting features, real-time alerts. You can manage your portfolio across different exchanges just from one interface. It's completely secure, non-custodial, no KYC. Use my link in the description below, and it's free.